I'm live. Let's get it. Let's go. We're live on YouTube. Nah, that's cool. It's cool. We're live. Okay, so let's give everybody a few minutes to get inside. A few updates for you guys. I know you guys have been asking, hey, exactly where's that challenge you promised us for 11/11? What's going on with that challenge? What's going on? Well, today you guys are going to find out. So let's give everybody a few minutes to hop in here. Let's talk about the biggest changes that are actually happening with Shopify, what I'm going to do with the channel, what's going to be happening, and exactly what I'm going to be doing as a whole, what I'm working on personally, and stuff like that. So we're going to get everybody like 2 minutes, 3 minutes-ish to get in here. Let's go check out how many people are in here. We're live on YouTube. Oh, we got 16 people in here. Let's go. Let's get it. 16 people. Okay, we're going to give everybody 1 minute. If you guys can hang with me for 1 minute exactly, we're going to give everybody 1 minute to get in here, and then we're going to get going. Sound good, everybody? Give me a number 2 if that sounds good. Give me a number 2. Let me log in here real quick, guys. Let me log in here. Perfect. I want you guys to click the X and like the video, okay? So let's get straight into it, right? We got 15 people in here. Let's get straight into the content, right? So a lot of you guys have been asking, hey, what happened with that 11/11 challenge? So I had some outside people really kind of give me some references and kind of give me some recommendations and really took a lot of people's opinions, right? Which is sometimes a good thing and sometimes a bad thing. So I realized, hey, a lot of people were like, hey, Zachary, we want you to do the 0 to 100K challenge. We want you to make it happen, right? But then I realized at the end of the day, what I can accomplish and what you guys can accomplish are completely two different things, right? At the end of the day, I can go out there and spend 5K on ads, show you guys exactly how I do it, show you guys exactly what I'm going to be doing, how much money I'm spending, how much it equals, right, in cash rev, and go from there and just document that and show you guys. But I don't think that would benefit you guys in the maximum way, right? I don't think that would be the best way to actually go about it and do it, right? For a few reasons and for a few reasons only, right? At the end of the day, one thing is you guys don't have access to the same resources that I have. You guys don't have access to the same stuff that I have, right? Especially when it comes to monetary value, right? So one thing I'm really going to be doing now is actually I'm going to be taking a student, right? And I don't think this has ever been done before. People do challenges all the time personally, but I don't think anybody's ever done a student challenge kind of thing, right? Where essentially I'll be taking a student from 0 to 1K in 1 week and walking them through it with their money and their resources and exactly how it's done, right? And I feel like that's the best way to go out there and give you guys the most value. Because if, let's say I take a student from 0 to 1K, right? 0 to $1,000, right? In profit in 1 week or rev in 1 week. And this is a student talking about it, right? And I walk them through the whole process, then it kind of changes the perspective. Because at the end of the day, a lot of you guys are like, hey, Zach, you're the expert. Of course, you can do X, Y, Z. You've been doing this for 3-4 years. You've been through your ups and downs. But how can I replicate what you're doing? Well, the best way to do that is actually go grab one of you guys, a student. Go grab you guys, somebody, a subscriber, a follower, and I'll walk them through in the span of a week, pretty much partner with them. They pretty much handle everything I recommend and kind of advise exactly what they should do, and definitely take their opinions into account and start doing it that way, right? So that's going to be my update. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be updating you guys on the day that I'm going to be doing this and how I'm going to be choosing the person that I'm going to be doing it with. If you want to be chosen for the 0 to 1K challenge, give me a number 5. If this is something that interests you, if this is something that you definitely would like to happen for you, give me a number 5. I want to see a number 5 in the chat. This is something that you want to do. Perfect. We got a lot of 5s. We got a lot of 5s in here. Okay, perfect. So yeah, that's essentially what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be updating you guys a little more and gonna be updating you guys exactly what's gonna be going on. But other than that, let's get into kind of the biggest ecom update of 2019, right? So as you guys know, e-commerce as a whole is kind of a big place, right? A big place. There's so many competitors. Amazon, right? There's eBay, right? There's Shopify sites. There's even WordPress sites. There's so many different kinds of places that you could host your site. There's Magento, there's Big Cartel, There's so many places that you can host your site, right? But the biggest thing is this isn't just a Shopify update or an Amazon update or a Magento update or a big cartel update. This is an ecom update, right? This is going to change e-commerce as a whole. Okay? So, one thing a lot of people don't realize is that there's a lot of different platforms that you can drive traffic on, right? So, how do you essentially kind of not okay, for example, a lot of people are in a sense held leverage by the actual platform that they're on, right? So let's say for example somebody's on Facebook and all they do is advertise by Facebook. They're at the mercy of Facebook. And I've seen a lot of people, me myself included, they have their ad account banned, something happens and now all their traffic is gone, right? Your site goes from 100K to zero, $1,000 like zero, $10 zero, it's gone. Same with Instagram influencers. Somebody that solely focuses on Instagram influencers doesn't know how to get past the platform or utilize multiple platforms at the same time, they ultimately lose, right? Because at the end of the day, what marketers, as a sense, we are people that trade attention, right? And I bet you guys have heard this saying from a guy named Gary Vee. Is at the end of the day, it's about trading attention. Who can drive the attention from one place to your site, to your conversion, to you, wherever it is, right? So once you think about it in that aspect, it really makes a big difference in kind of the perspective of, hey, we want to work backwards, right? So let's say there's multiple traffic sources that we could actually go out there and start learning from, that we could start using and utilizing, right? First off, the actually best way to go out there and start utilizing ads on whatever platform, if you're going Google AdWords, if you're going Facebook, if you're going Instagram ads, is get certified by the actual platform, right? Go through their certification and actually get certified. And that actually helps you and teaches you how to stay compliant, right? Because at the end of the day, running ads is one thing, but being compliant is a whole different aspect of the game, right? At the end of the day, if you don't comply to Facebook's rules, they'll just ban you. Boom, done. Then you have to go call your internet provider, go get a new IP address. Then you have to go get a new Mac. You have to go get a new laptop. And then you have to go get a new debit card and do that, right? So for anybody that's have their Facebook ad account banned, that's exactly what you have to do. You have to go get a new IP. You have to go get a new IP. You have to go get a new laptop. You have to go get a new debit card or credit card or whatever that you're using, right? So understanding that, we have to utilize all platforms. There's Google, right? There's Amazon. And this is, for example, if I'm talking as a whole, right? Amazon is a platform, right? There's Facebook. There's Instagram. There's Yahoo. There's Bing. And I don't think a lot of people touch on these, right? There's Snapchat. And this is counting social media, search engines that are mainstream. And then there's eBay, right? Understanding one aspect, the quickest way to get rich is to have multiple streams of income. What I like to say, the quickest way to get rich is to have multiple sources of traffic, right? If you solely focus on one source of traffic, you are held pretty much kind of hostage by that source of traffic. You are held hostage by that platform. Because let's say hypothetically they ban you one day, right? You get banned from Facebook and you're only on Facebook, then you're donezo. You're done. You're not able to scale, right? So logically, and this is kind of the most logical facet, is people are like, hey, I don't go on Yahoo or Bing. Well, this is 20% of the internet. If you guys did not know or did know, Verizon recently acquired Yahoo and Bing, right? Boom. There's a tidbit that you guys didn't know about. Have you ever heard somebody talk about advertising on Yahoo Bing? No, they never talk about it, but it's 20% of the internet. Why wouldn't you? Okay. Understanding that, look at something like Instagram. Instagram, cool. Amazon's common, Google's common, eBay's common. But what's not common is using them all in tandem, right? Building your skill set. At the end of the day, it's a skill set. What pays, if you're not able to actually find the skills, you're not able to acquire the skills to actually run ads on the platform, then it really makes it tough for you to actually make money long term, right? So actually understanding that and just knowing, hey, now we know what's dropping value. You already know dropping value. Gotcha. We got 38 people in here. We got the whole fam bam in here. Let's get it. Okay, so understanding that, that's kind of going to be the biggest update of 2019. If you aren't utilizing multiple platforms at the same time, then it's going to be very hard to reach big numbers. If cool, I know Snapchat's cool, I know Instagram influencers are cool, I know Facebook's cool, but use them in tandem, use them together. You'll never be able to actually level up and get to the next level. If you're at $10 a day, if you're at one sale, two sales, If you're never able, obviously there's a level up. You have to work your way down and kind of work your way down the path. But if you're never able to actually go down this path and make it all work together, then it really makes it tough, right? It really makes it difficult to actually get to scale, right? Because let's say there's this path, you're here, here's your goal, right? And there's definitely a lot of roadblocks, right? This roadblock could be getting your ad account banned. This roadblock could be you have a mess up with a supplier. This could be another one. There's so many roadblocks you're gonna go through, but you have to fight through. You have to fight through. You have to find a way around whatever you got to do, right? And you get to your goal, right? So understanding that it's all about perspective, okay? So understanding logically, if you could go to one street corner and obviously as if let's just tell a story. There's this guy, right? So there was this guy, he was actually owned a taco, like a taco thing, like a taco cart, right? So one day I remember going to this guy all the time, and I was in high school, okay? I would go to this guy all the time. I would go out there and actually go and just buy tacos from him every single day after school, during lunch, whatever it is, because he had the cheapest tacos. And I was in high school, I wasn't making money. I was like, how can I get full for the least amount of money? Something that tastes good, right? First of all, he had my want. He brought it together at an affordable price. I purchased from him, right? I realized at the end of the day, one thing that was logical, right, is he's one person. He can only go to one spot, right? And obviously, it's very profitable. He made money. It was fun, okay? But then I started realizing the guy started moving around, right? He started moving around. He started moving around, and he would lose business, right? Because at the end of the day, he was known for being on one corner at one spot. So once he started moving around, it wasn't expected of him. It threw customers off guard. It was just kind of weird. So he lost business. So then I remember he bought a second cart, and I remember his son manages a cart. Then I realized, whoa, like the guy now has a lot of business because he's at two different spots, okay? Because some people felt more comfortable going to a different spot because it was closer to where they were, and somebody else felt more comfortable going to a different corner and it was closer to where I was, right? Then I realized the guy was catching on to something, right? All of a sudden, a month later, he has three booths, right? Three carts, okay? Now he's at three different spots, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Now I think he finally understood at the end of the day, if you can tailor, right? If you can tailor to where your consumer is, because different consumers are at different places, then you have the maximum benefit and profit. Does that make sense, right? Because if you're only at one corner, you're forcing everybody to go there. And what are the chances everybody's going to go there? And I remember one of his corners actually got shut down by like the food, whatever. He didn't have one of the right certificates, and one of the corners got shut down. If that was his only corner, if that was his only place where he had his taco shop, he would have been out of business, right? But since he had multiple spots, he had multiple taco shops, he had multiple places where he was doing things, then since he got one shut down, it was just kind of a hiccup, right? Definitely lost some money, but boom, he still had a sustainable business because he had 4, 5, 6 other corners, 6 other spots that were going for him, where he had a consistent flow of people coming from lunch. He realized he could open up to a different market. And then from high school kids, he went to the people that were working in offices. He went downtown, and then all of a sudden, I remember the guy still knows my name. I don't want to tell you guys what his name is, but essentially his name was Josue, but I'm just gonna tell you guys. But essentially, it became a family business. The guy all of a sudden is making decent money. I remember he bought a new truck before I graduated. It was cool, and I remember he had like a free taco day. But I saw the things evolve. Right, I didn't know what was going on then. Right, but now I look at it, it all makes sense. Right, if you can tailor to all your consumers, right? If you can make it happen to all, let's say your consumer, somebody's at Google, right? Somebody's at Facebook, and Instagram. Let's just go for the big three everybody likes to talk about, right? If my card's here, people that are at this office building or this office building, some of them will come over here, some of them will come over here, but they don't want to. They'd rather I come to them, right? And that's how I make maximum money, right? And it's only logical, right? It only makes sense. If a majority of traffic is at that platform, if a majority of traffic is at that platform, it only makes sense to go there, right? And if that makes sense, I want you guys to give me a number 3 in the chat. Give me a number 3 if that makes sense. If that makes 120% sense, give me a number 3 in the chat. Give me a number 3 if that makes sense. And also drop a like on the video if you're part of the real fam. If you're the realist, if you guys can see everything on the board, drop a like. If this makes sense, give me a like. Just click the X and then go give me a like. You know what I'm saying? Perfect. So, perfect. Yeah, so essentially that's exactly what's going to be going on. I just wanted to kind of update you guys on that. It's one of the biggest updates. I'm going to be going over more in-depth, step-by-step kind of stuff, step-by-step kind of content, showing you guys how to get 2-day shipping for quarter for this holiday season, Black Friday and stuff like that, how you guys can upgrade and pump your sales for this quarter, how you guys can utilize free traffic. I'm going to be going over a bunch of stuff if that kind of excites you. And also the challenge. I'm going to be choosing somebody for the challenge. I know I switched up on the challenge for you guys, but there's a lot of projects that I'm working on. I wouldn't say YouTube's definitely my number one priority, but I definitely love you guys. You guys are the real fam. You guys already know I changed up my name to Zaki Muhammad because I was like, hey, might as well just use my real name, right? And if you guys like Zaki Muhammad, the real name, my real name, because I'm real. Like I realized, hey, I'm real. Like no more the real Zaki. Like I don't even gotta prove I'm real. My name's Zaki Muhammad. Give me a number 2 if you guys like the name change. Give me a number 2. And also, I'm gonna be answering 3 questions. Give me 3 questions. 3 questions. First people to ask 3 questions. Let's get it. You guys aren't asking questions. Nobody's asking questions. Daily active users I haven't seen many depth in utilizing Twitter and even Tinder shouldn't be left behind. Exactly. Social platforms, all social platforms. There's people making millions of dollars on each individual platform. Once you get a social platform unlocked, why not move on to the next? Okay. Once you kind of grasp that, you're on to the next level. Product research, I'll be doing that in a video, so don't worry about that. How can I get you to become a mentor? DM me. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be talking about the challenge in more depth. So go back to the beginning of the video if you want to know about what happened to the challenge. I'm still debating if you guys rather want me. Okay, I want you guys, you 35 people, kind of gauge. Do you guys want me to do 0 to 100K? Okay, or do you guys want me to take a student from 0 to 1K? You guys tell me. 0 to 100K, that's the number 1, okay? And then number 2 is 0 to 1K, but a student store or a subscriber store, okay? You guys tell me 0 to 1K, 0 to 1K with a subscriber, or 0 to 100K for me personally. Yeah, I can see it. You guys definitely just keep coming. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's get some more. We got 40 people in here. Got you. So I'll probably do the 0 to 1K, and then maybe one day I'll do the 0 to 100K. Regardless, I might make them both happen. It's gonna be very quick. I'll make the 0 to 1K happen pretty quickly. I'll just have to try and choose somebody that I want to do it with. Somebody you guys can all go subscribe, go like this video, and do what you gotta do. We got 38 people in here. We don't got 38 likes, but it's cool. You guys are the family, the fam bam, the Zach. That's come up with a name for you guys. The Reelers is gone. I'm done with the real thing. So come up with a name. Let's do it as a family, 100%. Okay, I want you guys to come up with a name. Come up with a name for the YouTube family. I want to know because we got Zaki Muhammad now, the new name. What's gonna be our new name? What's gonna be your guys' new name? What's gonna be the family's new name? You guys let me know. Go DM me. Leave it in the comments. Do what you gotta do. I love you guys. You know it's all love every single day. So subscribe, like, and comment. The Zach clan, I like it. Zach fam, let's keep it coming. Let's keep some names coming. What should I call the YouTube fam? Zach Pack? I like that. The Zach Pack. That's a good one. That's low key. That's runner up. That's up there. Zach Mob, Zach Pack. I like that one. The Zach Pack. That was a good one. Whoever can come up with the best name, guys, I'll PayPal them $20. Whoever's name gets chosen, I'll PayPal them $20. $20, $20, $20. Whoever's name gets chosen. So go drop a comment. I know this chat's gonna be gone, so go drop a comment. Do what you gotta do. Love you guys. I'm going to talk to you guys later.